Hi, it's Mike Winkler at Medical College of Georgia. I'm going to post-process a TAVR case. I've not opened this before. All I did was hide the patient information to make this HIPAA compliant. I'm going to call out the buttonology as I do it. So I'm holding down left and right mouse buttons to window and level so that I can see the noise within the aorta. I'm going to switch my workflow here to the TAVR workflow. I'm going to first click this aortic root part, click on the aortic root. I got to shift left click on the aortic root. While it's working, this a little concerned about what that is. We'll find out later. So it did a fair job here with the segmentation. Sometimes where there's beam hardening artifact, intuition will take a little cut out. Let's fix that quick with, we'll go to auto, full resolution, and then here too, there's something unusual going on. There's some very interesting valve morphology. We'll have to figure out what that is here in a minute. There's that area right there is just below the commissure. It's the interleaflet triangle. We're on the outer side of it though. And let's go around like this. Fix that a little bit. And we'll just trim off that stuff. No, that's all right. You come on in. Yeah, no problem. I'm recording a video here, okay, so if I'm talking and I sound crazy, you know why. Nothing sounds crazy these days. That's ain't that true. All right. So I'm just. All right. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just changing the masks here. We got a calcium map.
Okay, sir.
And let's see.
I don't want to say nothing you say is crazy.
All right. I appreciate it. So that's just playing around. I'll take a copy of that. And we'll go back to workflow, measurements, and now we'll hone in on the 3-cuss view. It's really unusual valve. Let's just there's one leaflet prolapsing down. Let's hone in on this. There's a MitraClip already. So what I did is I did a double oblique, turning the crosshairs counterclockwise by hovering over these little dots in the what are now pseudocoronal and pseudo-sagittal planes to approximate a cross-section through the aortic root. Now I'm just rolling the wheel down to find the nadir of the attachment of the right leaflet, the so-called hinge point. There it is. And now by hovering over the F there and left mouse holding, I'm just rotating my entire field of view to make everything easier in a minute. Now I'm rotating the axes in the pseudo-axial view while I'm looking in what is now just a double oblique MPR, the thing that started out as a coronal, to find the non-coronary cusp, which I found there. Left mouse hold over the little circle and the little counterclockwise adjustment, and we found hinge point number 2. It's a little blurry for some reason. Let's put it there. Okay. Then in what is another double oblique MPR, formerly the sagittal window, I'm just translating back and forth to see, where we are relative to the left hinge point, and we're about right on all of them here. And if I come back up to the pseudoaxial plane and roll up and down, the leaflet tissue disappears at the same time for each. So now I'm going to hit this little triangle here down in the lower left part of my tool panel, and then I'm going to drop these identifying points on each of the hinge point areas, and then I'll hit 3 cusp view, and that gives us our deployment angle up there. I took a picture, and now I'll just roll down below the leaflet tissue. I'm going to take a assisted distance pair tool, and that did a pretty good job. Distance of 4.1. We're right in the 23 millimeter valve. This doesn't look like it needs a valve, but we'll just go through the whole process here. Well, just out of curiosity, let's try to do a little planimetry here. I'm going to do just quickly a minip and see if we can find the least area for the valve. It would probably be that. And take the polygon tool, this looks like it's going to be greater than 1. It doesn't look that bad. Well, it's not great. Maybe it's something like that. The leaflets are definitely thickened. Take that picture. We'll switch back to MPR. And take that picture too. Okay, we'll rotate here again now. And now we'll go clockwise on the axial portion. I'm going to get my left coronary heart and annulus to sinotubular junction distance. Take a picture of that. Keep going counterclockwise to find our right. It's a little unusual that it's the lower one, but whatever. Now I'm going to just translate upward till we're just below the commissures in each situation. Well, at the commissure there. Oh, come on. Here, let's delete that. I don't know what the issue is. D for distance measurement. That's left, right. None. I'm going to just adjust that a little bit. Take that picture. Come up here. It's a little skew at the plane of the sinotubular junction to the annular plane, but that's close enough. Doesn't look really good down here. Let's see what happens when we spin it around. Well, we're good for the coronaries, more or less, but not for the non-coronary sinus. But this is the way the valve will get deployed, so I'm just going to measure it here. And we'll get the area-based average diameter. Which is 28. And then we'll hit reset. Come here to the mid-ascending. Oops. Assisted distance pair. This is a left mouse button hold, and then see that's 33. Then we'll do a reset, and then we'll just go back and forth here. We'll take our aortoventricular angle here. This measurement has always seemed crude to me, but it is what it is. Something like that. So let's see if we forgot anything. There's the deployment angle, the planimetry we don't really need, but because that's an echo measurement. Sometimes they find it interesting. Annulus area, coronary heights, sinotubular junction to annulus distance, where it should be the shortest, commissural to contralateral sinus, sinotubular junction, mid-ascending aorta, and aortoventricular angle. And that's that. Let's send them to PACS. And I appreciate your attention. We'll stop the video.